Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel once again. For some time now I've been trying to bring this recipe to you all, my real milk bread without water, without egg, and with no machine. 100% hand kneaded super milk bread. Today I bring this recipe to you guys, and I know when you try this recipe you are going to love it absolutely. So you're going to relax and enjoy this video to the end as I bring to you the best real milk bread. Don't go anywhere. So to make this milk bread is super easy and simple. You start with 250 grams of bread flour. For this particular recipe I use bread flour. To that, to add in 10 grams of milk powder and 25 or 30 grams of granulated sugar. So you can use 30 grams, you can use 25 grams of granulated sugar. It will work out fine. Then you go in with 5 grams of salt. Okay, after adding in your salt, add in 4 grams of instant dry yeast. I made a video where I described the difference between instant dry yeast and active dry yeast. So if you are using instant dry yeast, there is no need of you activating the yeast before using it. You can just add it with the other ingredients together and mix everything, combine everything thoroughly, and you go ahead to make your bread. Okay, it is different when you use active dry yeast. Now here I have grams of liquid milk. I'm going to be adding this gradually. So like I said, you will add it gradually into the dry ingredients. Okay, now because I'm using bread flour, is going to take more of the milk so that it can form a very soft dough. Okay, now if you don't have liquid milk, you can also make your own liquid milk by dissolving powdered milk with some water. Okay, you can just use some water to dissolve powdered milk. But if you want to use liquid milk, please use evaporated milk. Do not use condensed or do not full cream milk, because full cream milk will be so creamy and will not give you that fluffiness that you want exactly. So after adding in the 140 grams of milk, you go in with 10 grams of butter or margarine. So you will discover that at this point your bread dough is going to be a kind of hard or not that soft for you to handle. Then you go in with extra 60 grams of liquid milk. That is why I told you this is a bread flour. It is milled from hard wheat. I also made a video where I describe different types of flour and the ones that are good for bread and all that, so you can go and watch that video so you understand very well. Okay, so after adding in these 60 grams of liquid milk, everything is going to amount to 190 grams of milk. Then you're going to oil your hand or apply some vegetable oil on your hand and use it to knead this dough. You don't need to add extra flour so that you don't make the dough more harder, okay, or make the dough hard again. So you just need some vegetable oil in your hands and you knead this dough as much as you can till it is stretchy and smooth. You can see how I am kneading the dough, hitting it on the work surface and also hitting it with my rolling pin. Okay, with my rolling pin, this will help to make the dough softer. But if you are using a machine, you don't need to heat and use your rolling pin. Your machine can do the work. But since I'm kneading this with my hands, this is one way for me to make it extra soft, smooth and stretchy. So in most of my videos, this is how I knead my dough to make it smooth, soft and stretchy, and it all works for me each time. So anytime you want to make your bread, just follow this method and you're going to appreciate what you have. Then you're going to cover this dough and let it rest for 20 minutes. After these 20 minutes, you're going to roll out this dough. Once you roll out the dough, you're going to brush the dough with just the top of the dough. You brush it with some liquid milk and then sprinkle or spread out some milk powder on the dough. Although this particular part of the bread making is optional, so if you don't want to apply extra milk inside the dough, you can leave it. Okay, just go ahead, roll out the dough and then fold it up and transfer into your bread pan. But adding this extra milk to the dough will give it extra milky taste, like it's going to be mwah. Trust me when I say this is going to be extra special. Okay, so once you're done adding, roll it up and we'll move on to the next step. After folding the dough, make sure you pinch all edges completely. Then you go ahead and use your knife to slice the dough into two parts from the center or from the middle. Okay, you're going to slice or divide this dough into two equal parts. Okay, so once you are done dividing the dough into equal parts, you're going to twist each part over the other or on the other. Okay, just twist each part on each other. Yes. So you twist each part on each other just as you see me do in the video, and then place this in your greased 7 inches loaf pan. Wrap this up. You can cover this with a cling film or with a plastic wrap. This is what I have. So place it in a warm place and let it rest for 2 to 3 hours depending on the temperature and humidity of your area. After this time, you're going to bake this in your preheated oven at 180 degrees C for 35 minutes, and you're going to have this amazing, super soft, delicious bread. Let this bread cool down completely and enjoy. So if you love this recipe, don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Also follow me on my Facebook handle at The Variety Chef, my Instagram at The Variety Chef. See you guys in the next one. Bye bye.